Hello, hello. Um, Hi guys. Happy MLK Day. So, um, I am in the house and I have a couple free moments to spare. So I said it's always a great time to record. Especially according to my friend Ty. So that's what I'm doing, and I will talk about the latest Middle Eastern fragrances that I added to my collection. Yes, I have been influenced by TikTok, by everyone in these Middle Eastern fragrances. So I wanted to just chat about them, and especially since there are a few that I have been absolutely loving. So I'm excited. If you're online, come on in and chat with me about them. So the first one, let's get this one out the way because I am not 100% sure about this one, um, and how I feel about it. So this particular one is Fursan White. Hey Ty, how are you? Thanks for joining me. I'm talking about my Middle Eastern fragrances that I recently added. So I have Fursan. I think this is called Fursan White, because all that's on the bottle is Fursan, and I just know it as the vanilla powder dupe. I don't know exactly what it's called, but we're about to find out. Um, but this one I'm actually just a little on the fence about. It's not my favorite. Um, I remember that I may have tested the original once, and I don't remember how I felt about that. But mm, next time I'll have to try to look these up because Ty, do you know who this one is? Are you familiar with this one? This is the one that's supposed to be like the vanilla powder dupe. This one is, let's try first on white. No, but what I'm going to do is just go to TikTok where I think I ordered it and see what the actual full name is. So, are we glad that TikTok is back? It was quite the shock to see it gone for a little bit, but now we have it back. Um, did anybody feel like something was missing without it? Ty, you're not familiar with this one either. So, okay, yep, here it is. Great, I found it. And this one is Khadlaj's Fursan White. Woo, okay. So, Khadlaj Fursan White. Again, this is supposed to be the dupe for vanilla powder. Um, let's talk about why I'm just not as crazy about it. It's not like a good, well, to me, it's not the best kind of warm vanilla that I'm used to smelling. I'm gonna see if they have some notes for this one because it wasn't in Fragrantica. But this just hasn't been my favorite. It's taken me a while to get warmed up to it. I feel like I would prefer to layer with this, but I really want to give it some wear and see what this is all about. Okay, so this particular one has bergamot and jasmine in the opening. So you got some floral notes, some brightness. So this is the heart of it has musk, coconut, and almond. So I do get like a powdery essence to this. and it's more on the brighter side of vanilla than a creamy, like sweet type of vanilla. In the base, there's vanilla, cedarwood, and nutmeg. And they say that provides a warm and comforting finish. But for me, it's just not the type of vanilla I really just want to have on. Like, I don't gravitate towards this one as much. Let me spray it in the air and just kind of see what it's giving. I mean, I think it's pleasant. It's just bright, powdery, something a hair. Let me tell y'all something. I was about to say it's a bit synthetic. When I first got into this perfumery stuff, that was kind of a trigger word for me. When people be like, "Oh, it smells synthetic," I'm like, "It's perfume. It's not gonna be the actual flower or the actual thing." I mean, it's all pretty synthetic, right? But now I kind of get what they mean. Of course, this much farther in. So really just smells more chemically made, I suppose. So yeah, this is Fursan White. And again, this is the dupe for vanilla powder that I really had to get because vanilla powder sounded like it was all that and then some. But I guess you just don't know till you get your nose on it. So Vanilla Powder by Matiere Premier. Yes, it has the same notes, um, except in Vanilla Powder, the top notes are coconut powder and heliotrope. Middle notes is Madagascar vanilla, and then the base note is vanilla absolute, white musk, palo santo, lactones, and coconut. So people say that this is a pretty much a one-to-one dupe of this vanilla powder. So if this is what that smells like, I'm pretty good just having this. This one I was able to get on TikTok Shop and from a shop called Beauty House US. And I was able to snag it for $38.50. This is a 3.4 ounce. The bottle is pretty hefty and sturdy, like a ceramic bottle, heavy top. So perhaps it may have more life or give me some more things in the summertime, and maybe make a good layer, like maybe even a summertime vanilla perhaps. But for right now, it's just really not doing much for me. So the next one that I have that I wanted to talk about is this one, Empire Victor by Khadlaj. So Khadlaj is just out here trying to give Lattafa and them a run for their money. This one, so this one I got because some people that I know that, are into fragrances, have smelt a lot of fragrances, were just like how this one was the one, garnered so many compliments. And this is one of those citrusy vanilla fragrances. And I have a lot of them, and I did not want to add another one, but because everybody else kept saying like, oh, some particular people were saying that it was a great one. Hi, Chandra. Thanks for dropping in. Some particular people were saying that this one was a really good one to get. I just said, okay, if it's that good, I'll actually get it. I have Devotion. I have Ice Lemon Pound Cake by Bath and Body Works, and with the Lyra types and I feel like I just have enough vanilla lemons, but this one is sort of different. So let me tell you what's different about it, and why I got it. Did I get it off of TikTok as well? Um, I don't think I did. I might have gotten it from Amazon this time because this one, for whatever reason, like went out of stock really fast and everybody was having issues trying to get it. And they were saying like they came out with a different formulation of it. So I didn't get too deep into that. It's just that when I saw it appear again, like I went ahead and grabbed it because I was like, this must be a hot cake. Like, let me get my paws on it. Gosh. I don't think that this is a dupe for anything. Empire. Huh. Khadlaj seems not to have. I guess they have so many that Fragrantica hasn't kept up with it. But we are going to get some notes here. I do know that it is a different lemon vanilla than the other ones that we have. So it's not quite like too redundant. It's actually okay to have if you have those other ones. So Empire Victor by Khadlaj. This is one that I actually really, really, really like a lot. And so I like it a lot because it is that attractive, kind of alluring lemon vanilla, and it's mass pleasing. So I feel like you get a lot of compliments because it's just a pretty combination. And I also think that it has some floral elements that really set it apart from other lemon vanillas. So let's see if they have some notes for this one. And it says that it has vanilla, that we know. It has some caramel. Sometimes I spray these and sit them down and I don't know. Let me spray it again. Vanilla, caramel, and lemon are the top notes. Hey, Brown and Beachy. Jacqueline. Thanks for dropping by. Is Khadlaj Empire Victor similar to Devotion? It is not. Devotion is a lot more lemony forward. This one is a little bit more creamy and just more subtle. So you caught a lie. I'm glad you caught a lie. But if Devotion was like a lemon pound cake, this would be like a buttercup. Because it's just more light, airy, not as dense, not as lemon forward, but just more creamy. Like you could tell it's a sort of a citrus in there, but as Devotion is very lemon head, strong and forward to me. So in the heart of this particular fragrance, we still have jasmine, which yes, is more floral overall than gourmand like Devotion. Jasmine, vanilla blossoms, and cedarwood. And then the base has the warmth of vanilla bean, powdery musk, and sandalwood. So yes, you are getting more of a floral, citrus floral. I guess somebody would say it's gourmand because of the vanilla and caramel, but it's definitely not as gourmand like a Devotion. That's something I need to add to my collection then because the lemon is too much. Oh, well, yes, this one has more florals in it that would make it more of a perfume, but it's still a very comforting kind of creamy fragrance. Yeah, Devotion is Devotion is a lot compared to this one. This one is lounge. I want to say just some. Think of like easygoing but pretty, and elegant all at the same time. And I'm trying to think of like what that woman would look like, or if she'd be in loungewear or a linen dress, or just maybe her character is just more laid back and very pleasant, a very nice person, bubbly. But this is just more of a chill, creamy, beautiful fragrance, whereas Devotion is like that lemon is just energetic, is high energy, bite me gourmand, and this is not. I think those florals really help. The powder, the vanilla musk that's in it, or powdery musk, I should say, help it to just be more of a fragrance than this gourmand that's kind of like intense, an intense gourmand fragrance. So I truly enjoy this one. I think it is an excellent buy for one of the latest Middle Easterns. It's not going to be your beast mode, full of spices, things that announce you before you get there. This is one that just lingers and caresses your face as you walk by someone, or that kind of gives a little to the tip of your nose as you walk past someone. So this is highly recommended if you want an everyday wear, but it's a nice twist. It's a vanilla girl who doesn't want to be decadent. I should say that. I think this is a vanilla powdery girl who doesn't want to just be edible, you know? Those flowers in there and this vanilla musk just really give it a different twist that's worth having. And I was able, it says that it's on Amazon for $39. Oh, they have another Empire Victor. You described for, oh, thank you. I'm so glad, because sometimes it's hard to put into words like what you are smelling. Because sometimes I really like to leave it as it's beautiful. I love it. Leave it at that, because sometimes dissecting it may take it in a different direction than what you wanted to. But I'm glad that I'm looking into it to see like what gives it that airy creaminess. What gives it, how is it different from Devotion? And that's so true. Like there's so many lemon, it's so popular right now to have a lemon vanilla fragrance. There's Acrobatic, there's Lemon Tart by Theodore Scalatini. There's so many out there on the market right now. And so this one just has a place in the market. And I think it's an affordable, great buy. It's not your typical Middle Eastern that's very spicy and beast mode and projecting and pronouncing your fragrance everywhere. This is just a nice mellow one. Now, I have not worn it so much to know exactly how long it lasts and how far it projects, but I am confident when I put this on that I do smell good, and people may notice me. So that's Empire Victor by Khadlaj. Khadlaj is really like out here doing things. So they did make this last one. Oh, here it is right here. It says Khadlaj. Fursan. Can you see that? Yeah. So they're out here putting out things. I think I have at least one other fragrance by them that I was not really happy with when I bought it, but I need to revisit it to see how I feel now. So those are two so far. And then I just have one last one that I am in love with. And you probably, if you've been able to catch some of these lives, you might be familiar with it already, or you just may have seen it all over the internet because it has been viral. This one was super viral. Like I said, it has sold out. And I think they even changed the formulation or something or another. I was hearing about this one, but this one has been even more viral. And this is the Lattafa Noble Blush from the Badi Aoud collection. Let's see if you can you see that? Noble Blush. And this pink heavy brick of a bottle. So it's very substantive. It's heavy, weighted. Let's see. Chandra says, yes, lemon forward fragrances were everywhere in 2024. Ooh, they wore me out. There's another lemon forward designer, Burberry Goddess. It was very popular last year. Burberry Goddess, I think, was the vanilla and lavender. Was there a lemon one that I'm not sure of? Noble Blushes, that isn't she? Let me spray her. She really surprised me because sometimes I can feel iffy about Lattafas and the Body Out Oud collection. I know people love that Honor and Glory one, but it came off a little too masculine for me, and I think I was just on the fence about it to the point where I was like, I don't want it. I kind of want to revisit it, but so Noble Blush. It is like the perfect name, right? It's the perfect name for this pink, milky rose Middle Eastern fragrance. Oh my gosh, you're right. Vanilla, yes. So no. It's Chandra. It's totally fine. We'll think of some more, but there was just so many. Another really good floral, citrus, vanilla type fragrance to me was Voce Viva by Valentino. People knock it because it's designer, but I don't care. I absolutely love it. But back to Noble Blush. It is the perfect name for this fragrance. It is feminine. It is girly. It is pink. It is soft life, soft girl era fragrance. And so blush puts you in that delicate pink mind frame, and Noble Blush, Noble, very prominent, very worthy. This one is all of those things. And so on many occasions, I find myself wanting to reach for this because it's easy, but she's delicate and pretty, like I was describing, and it's long lasting. It projects a bit. So I wore this on Friday to a dinner party, and I just feel like it fit the bill. Like I wasn't too loud with my fragrance that other people were uncomfortable, or like I'm trying to eat, but I can't. It's hard to eat over the smell. I think it's just a very pleasant fragrance. Like when you come in for a hug that you smell good. So I really am enjoying this. Any hype that she gets is totally worth it. Let's see if I see notes for it online. I know that rose milk is the top note because that definitely caught my eye the last time I looked it up. But I am so excited about having this particular one. Oh, and the other thing about this that I talked about the other day is that it has almond in it. So rose milk is the top note. Chandra says that Noble Blush is like a rose milkshake. So feminine and pretty. It makes me feel good when I wear it. Delicate. That's absolutely what I think as well. It's very lactonic, but I still kind of give it that rose. I think this would layer with a lot of great things. So again, the top note is rose milk. I think that's so awesome to have in your fragrance, a rose milk note. But in the middle, there's almond and meringue. So good. And then the base, it's vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. So the first time I wore this, my sister was like, "Oh, you smell rich," as in wealthy, not just rich with fragrance, but actually wealthy. She was like, "You smell like a rich woman." I was like, "Oh, I like that first impression." But I just really, just felt Chandra, I use the Rose Dove Bar and it smells similar. I can so see that, like the pink Dove Bar. Yes, but this fragrance isn't as soapy, but it is milky and creamy and like it would be moisturizing. I was in Bath and Body Works today, so my fragrant moments of the day. I was buying some time and I went into Bath and Body Works and just kind of smelt around what they have. And I think because it's almost February, the month of love, they had out some of their sort of pink fragrances and items. And one of those was the rose and vanilla fragrance. And this is kind of giving me some of those vibes, but I think and that you could probably use that lotion to layer with. But this one with that addition, I think, of the almond and the meringue, it's really keeping it brighter than the rose and vanilla at Bath and Body Works. And I love that about this. Almonds can give off a cherry smell, and I can detect a slight cherry and noble blush. I wonder how it would smell layered with Carmina. You are right. Hey, Robert. Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Ooh, Chandra, you're on to something. I try and we compare notes because best of both worlds collide and just be a magical pair. You're good, Chandra. You're good. I would love to. This would give Carmina just a little bit of lactonic goodness. I am here for it. Yes. Oh my goodness. I might try that tonight. So I only picked up the 3 fragrances. I do have. Oh, so let me say one more thing about this particular one. I feel like this is honestly their version of Yara for the Badi Oud line of their fragrances. So they have the Yara in that triangular type bottle, but I feel like this is the Yara for this line of Lattafas, but it's better. I did not care for Yara as much. Now, I went to the oil store and they had a Yara oil. I got that. I really need to wear it though. But this feels like, I don't know, more refined Yara, like a better version of Yara. So let's see. I gave my little big sister a small bottle of Creed Carmina. Oh, so perfect. I think that is such a great, rich fragrance. Yes, sister is lucky. Oh, Robert gave his little big sister a bottle, and sister is lucky. Yes, indeed. So I really like this one. And like I said, on Friday when I wore it, I got quite a few compliments that I was surprised by because I had sprayed it earlier that morning. But I am so excited to try this with Carmina. Jacqueline says she was not expecting that profile pic of Robert. Oh, Jacqueline, we had a conversation about about his profile picture on another live. It's so funny. He said he had was it childhood wishes or just a wish to have a Jerry girl? Those are the 3 I have. I do have a little bonus because everybody has been talking about the sand and fog oils, sand and fog perfumes that people are finding in TJ Maxx. Ooh, I do have. Oh, I have another fragrant moment, but it's not Middle Eastern, but it's okay because I have this little bonus. But everybody has been talking about sand and fog, and I, to help myself, give myself some boundaries when it comes to perfumes, I sort of decided, as I was given a tip by one of our FragCom friends a while ago, is to like stop bothering with the cheapies at TJ Maxx and Ross, right? And so at first I was like, that's so much fun to just go in there and pick up something that's, not breaking the bank. But he was like, just stop, because this stuff starts to add up, especially since now like they're having these policies where you can't bring them back, return them, and that pretty much sucks. So I stopped going in there, but people have been talking about sand and fog. And then one of my friends from the UK was just like, hey, do you guys have you actually gotten any of the sand and fog? Because she says over there they only have the candles. And so I feel like so far in my area, when I've gone into TJ Maxx and such, that they only had the candles too. That's how I was familiar with sand and fog before seeing all the perfume products online. And so I was like, let me go to TJ Maxx because I want to see about the sand and fog. Like they're coming out with all these amazing different scents that like I just need to get my nose on. I went on their website because I'm like, I'm not going to hunt these things down in TJ Maxx. Like I'll just go on the website and buy them. However, I know that they're about $25 a pop online. And I was able to find Vanilla Musk. Let's see if you can see that. Vanilla Musk in TJ Maxx for $15. So I think that's worth hunting down. This Vanilla Musk, I actually love. I was so excited. Oh, it smells like something I know, maybe from the oil man at the mall or somewhere. I don't know, but it's good. Hi, Labyrinth. Vanilla Musk is amazing, and it lasts a while, right? So I am so excited to have found this one. This was the only one, and they had it both this dropper form and the rollerball one. And I'm just so excited to have it. I want to see what notes, if any, they have on Fragrantica. Vanilla Musk. Sand and fog. Yes, it's on here. So this one, ooh, the notes look great and interesting. So we have sugar and coconut at the top with anise. And then the middle is vanilla and vanilla orchid. And then the bottom is vanilla, musk, and amber. So I'm just so excited to have this. Like, so now I'm low key looking for more, because I like to layer my oils and the perfumes and everything. So it's just like a good vanilla. Is the coconut prominent? It's not prominent, but it definitely supports the sugar and the vanilla. Yes, it has that ambery base that I love. The vanilla orchid gives it that floral in there that it needs just a little bit. But I'm so excited about having this. Sand and fog is an odd combination. When I lived in Maui, we had fog, but I don't remember us having fog. Oh. Okay. Sand and fog. Yeah, sand and fog. Sorry, I know Robert does jokes, and sometimes I don't always get them right away. So let me know if you have to explain it to this one. Please do. I layer vanilla musk with Felicity. I mean, so Felicity is the Middle Eastern version of Wedding Silk Santal by, who's that by? Labyrinth. But I layer wedding silk santal with so many things, and I can see this layer. So the two perfect layering products together, I mean, I totally see it. I totally see it. That sounds like a delicious combination. Like, there's so many things you can do with these fragrances. Like, it's almost like hard to get bored. So Chandra asked Robert what is Vogue. And Robert is saying that Vogue is a hazy air pollution caused by volcanic emissions. So, okay. Thanks for explaining that, because I thought it was some sort of joke that I just didn't get. But yeah, maybe it sounded better to them to say fog than Vogue. Yes. Felicity is Paris Corner, the dupe for Kayali Silk Santal. Thank you. Thank you. Pan's Labyrinth made him cry so hard. Oh, so sorry. It was really sad. Okay. Guess I won't see that because I don't want to be sad. But that was the bonus one that I had. Are there any Middle Eastern fragrances that you guys are loving right now? Like, please let me know. I would love to hear about them. I did not pick a Felicity because I have the other one that came out first as a dupe for Wedding Silk Santal. It has the little puffball on the front. I have that one. I'm pretty sure Paris Corner did a better job. But I'm not mad at the one that I have. Like, I think it's fine. So I have that one. I have the Yara Candy. That's another one that I have that I kind of like. Oh, Musamam White Intense. I think I have this one. Let me let you know for sure. Is this one that you have, Chandra? And Labyrinth, you have Empire Victor. Yes, it is such a nice one. It's everyday girly girl, pretty soft fragrance. Musamam. Okay, Musamam White Intense. Yes, I do have it. It is beautiful. It's a sandalwood fragrance, if I remember correctly. That is just really, really, really nice and does a good job in the summer. She's waiting for her Empire Victor. And that's your favorite Middle Eastern fragrance. Okay. You know, I wonder what my favorite one is. I don't know if I can decide at this point. I recently got into the Club de Nuits. Those have been tickling. Oh, Angum. Okay, so I did not get Angum because I do have Burberry Goddess. Is that Burberry Goddess? Is that what it's a dupe of? Yes, ma'am. I own it and need another bottle soon. The dent in my bottle is denting. I hear that. That is amazing. Coconut and sandalwood. Yes, it's awesome. And it's such a great value for what you're paying for it. I think that one is and the case that it comes in, like, it's the little case it comes in. I know somebody that turned that into a purse. Like, they were able to put the little clasp holder things on it. So, and they bought a chain and turned it into a purse. I was like, I wish I was that creative. Burberry Goddess Angum is so much better. I want to, but I feel like I'm doing myself an injustice by just not using my Burberry. I'm saying Burberry. That's that DC in me, but Burberry Goddess. I need to wear it more, to be honest. Ooh, so Chandra says that her favorite Middle Eastern fragrance is actually Lattafa Teriyaki Intense. So please talk to me, guys, about this. So I have been on the fence about getting Lattafa Teriyaki Intense because I have Lattafa Teriyaki. And we're not, really on the same page like that. I mean, it's a very nice, well-done fragrance, but I just haven't been able to really get on board fully. So I was like, the next thing to do isn't to just grab the Intense, like, but I keep hearing things about like, oh, it has some angel share vibes. And it's like either I'm going to kill the curiosity and just purchase it, or just chill. Just chill. I don't need any more fragrance. Especially when people say, oh, it has some vibes of angel share, which I already have. I just don't want anything else. I have a fear of dupe brands, but I heard that some of the dupes turn out better than the originals. Absolutely, Robert. You layer both of them. Yes, that's what I do with a lot of my dupes as well. Does teriyaki smell like Labelle? So yes, it smells like Labelle without the pear at the top, and it's, to me, it has this Lattafa DNA about it that I'm not always crazy about. But yes, to me, it smells like Labelle minus the pear that gives it its brightness, that gives it its, fun factor. It smells nothing like teriyaki. That's what I heard. Teriyaki Intense is in the same vein as PDM Altair. Okay. I didn't like Labelle, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I absolutely love Labelle. Sorry you didn't like that. I have yet to smell any Killians. Ooh, you have to get your nose on some, Robert. Chandra says, but Teriyaki Intense has a prominent plum note, but it's not that boozy. Do you find it to be in the family with Angel Share, Chandra? And she says she's not a Labelle fan either. What y'all got against my girl Labelle? Why? Can you guys tell me why it didn't work out for you? I mean, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Like, I'm not trying to tell you why it should have worked out, but I'm just curious to see like what did not work for you about Labelle. Was it the pear that was maybe screechy for you, or let me know. I would love to know. So Labyrinth loves pear fragrances, but Labelle has a smoky quality that she doesn't like, and her nose smells that note as burnt. Ah, I get that. That makes sense. So if that is the case for you, I would definitely say do not try teriyaki. I don't know about teriyaki Intense, but don't try teriyaki because it has that same sort of base that has a little bit of leather in it that may come off as smoky to you. That's so interesting because when I first got into a lot of this, like I hated anything that was remotely kind of smoky, which I felt was the case with some of the La Nuit Trésors by Lancôme, that it had like a smoky quality to it that just bothered me. So that's very interesting. Thank you for sharing that. And Robert says that he's heard that Killian made a fragrance based off of Parodies. I'm being goofy, but I'm going to order a bottle of Parodies, their drink from Harrods of London. I would love, I didn't know that. I mean, clearly it's the liquors collection, but I just didn't even think that Parodies would be a drink. So maybe I need to try it too. And I really, really, really want to get my nose on that one, Robert. London. Harrods, from Harrods of London. Yeah, I have problems with any leather or incense notes because it just pulls campfire on me. Labyrinth, I'm so sorry to hear that because honestly, I think that that's what I really love about a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances is that it gives this kind of, it's smoky to me, but not in the sense of campfire where it's just like that burning type of wood thing. It's just giving it some depth and some oomph and some richness, and I love that. For example, here's a perfect example. So, have you ever smelled Vanilla Bean Noel by Bath and Body Works? So, it's a vanilla, right? It's pretty rich, sugary, sweet. Well, the Duke company, they made a version of that. And what I absolutely love about it is that they've added some richness in the sense of it smells a little smoky to me, and it just makes my heart flutter. And I hate that you don't like that. Yes, Jackal and Killian is a part of the Hennessy family, absolutely. And that's why I was just saying, like, why didn't I think that Paradise would not be sort of like a liquor or drink? I just forget about that part of it. But yeah. Harrods has some surprisingly good prices on fragrances too. I be straight up smelling like firewood and barbecue grills. Oh, that is terrible. I'm so sad to hear that. Shane, am I saying it right? Because of course I recognize your name and face, but I'm literally saying your name out loud instead of just reading it. Am I saying it right? Shane Amab. Hey girl, hey. Middle Easterns give more of an incense smoky note. I feel that way too. But seriously, in the beginning, if something said it had incense in it, I was not messing with it because that's what I would get, like something smoky. And then it was just a whole thing, y'all. Like, I'm an asthmatic, so it's like what mess with my throat and stuff. But for whatever reason, I feel like I've come around to like incense smelling kind of sweet and not as smoky to me. So I'm happy that happened for me. So yes. Are there some other Middle Easterns that you guys think I should pick up? Because I like real recommendations. I feel like on TikTok, they're like, this is so bomb. Like, I get all the compliments and now it's on flash sale. I'd be like, but girl, what does it smell like? So sometimes that fragrance talks, perfume talk, TikTok stuff is just like, it's just all ads, and I don't like that. So I would like to hear from you guys, people that, I trust, or real people to have real opinions and not just selling something. Because that's totally when I get online or give reviews or tell you guys about something, it's totally not for you to run out and buy. It's sharing experiences, stories, and just if you like to get your nose on it, get your nose on it. In 2025, that's what I'm trying to be about. Instead of just buying bottles, I want to get my nose on things. Most of the time, I do not need full bottles. I don't need the fragrance in general. I'm just curious enough to get my nose on them. So I hope you guys can do the same. Hey, girl. Hey, it's been a minute. It has been. And Shayna Mob is a lover of LaBelle as well. Robert is asking if have any of y'all smelled Dawn from Frederick Mall? I have not smelled it. How is it, Robert? Oh, Labyrinth, you're asthma girly too. Does it feel like that smokiness bothers your asthma? Yes, I love that real reviews, Jacqueline. Me too. I cannot stand when they're just like, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so great. And when you go out, you smell like a rich woman, and then everybody loves it. I need to know what it smells like. That doesn't help me. Jacqueline says she's been buying discovery sets this year and she's proud of herself. She does not need a full bottle. Absolutely, Jacqueline. Okay, so here's the interesting part. I have been interested in discovery sets. I have bought some, but I feel like the last one that I bought, which was the nose discovery set, I did it on one of the lives here. And it made such a difference for me in looking into the fragrances, like talking to other people about it, smelling it, checking out the notes, trying to get into, just go behind the fragrance a little bit. And that helps so much more than just having it on my own, because on my own, I literally would just like, oh, that smells nice, and throw it to the side. Or, oh, I'm not sure about that, throw it to the side. And I probably will never see that discovery set again to retry it and really take a deeper dive into it. So I appreciate you guys for indulging me and doing these lives, because it helps me to appreciate some fragrances so much better, especially when you're discussing the fragrances with people. So I love that, and thank you guys for that. Jacqueline says her noise set was just delivered today. Oh, awesome. Did you hear Emma talking about it too? That's who made me finally say, stop and check out noise. I hadn't really been hearing about it, but as soon as I put it in after doing the live with the discovery set, it's everywhere. And I'm like, oh, I guess I was just the last to stop and check them out. You know what I mean? Every time I watch one of your videos, it makes me want to hug everything. Oh, I love that. Hugs, Robert. Hugs. Not necessarily only the smoky notes, can be heavy florals too. Yeah, I totally feel that. Totally feel it. Yeah, so really like going through these discovery sets with you guys, or going through fragrances with you guys, is super duper helpful. And I love to hear other people's, like, just kind of viewpoints on things, to see if it helps me to smell a fragrance a little differently or to think of it differently. So yeah, this is so helpful to kind of discuss with you guys different fragrances. Jacqueline says she didn't hear Emma, but TikTok has been talking about it all of 2024. Unfortunately, I guess I don't listen to TikTok that much, so I did not hear it. Somebody was like, yeah, noise is everywhere. I'm like, I've been under a rock. Is that what you're saying? So I just, I just kept saying it in Ulta. So I was like, let me just stop. But I got this discovery set and it doesn't have 12 o'clock in it. I need to get my nose on 12 o'clock. I think it has cotton candy in it. So I'm just pressed to smell it. So Labyrinths, let me take out my notes and get a pen. Here are my favorite Middle Easterns. Turab Al Dhahab Coconutty Crisp for the summer. Ooh, write that down. Turab Al Dhahab. What's a good price for that one? Labyrinth, because some of these shops are tripping and want too much. Turab Al Dhahab. Make sure I can read my own handwriting. All right. Thank you for that. Hey, Mighty Strong. Glad to see you here. Thank you. Harim Al Sultan spray, not the oil, and it's fruity. How does it differ from the oil? Because I don't know that I was very too impressed or into the oil. I don't have any cuckoos. Hi, Nika. Thanks for stopping by. Haya is pretty but doesn't last. Okay, that doesn't make me feel too good, but are you in love with the cocoa? Did you get it for the Lola? That's a better way to put it, Robert. Are you in love with the cocoa? That is so funny. Yeah, did you get it for the Lola? Ooh, Turab Al Dhahab is by Ard Al Zaafaran. I feel like I either have one by them, and it has Ooh, what? Hold on. This sounds familiar. Wait. So this has a top note of lime, you guys. One of my notes I'm always checking for on the low is lime. Like, I've run into a lot of lime that can come off very masculine, but I am into the lime. So it has lime white flowers, coconut milk, lactonic. Is it really? I know you said coconut crisp, but is it lactonic labyrinth? Vanilla, nutmeg, and musk. Let's see what they said. Joma Shop, it says $12.99 or $14.99 because yeah, cheap, less than 30 bucks. Labyrinth, girl, you're on it. Thank you, Shayna. Attar Collection is a great house. Kaltat Night and Hayati are good. So, yes, I agree. I do have Kaltat Night. Do you guys feel like we gotta hurry up and rush and wear our winter fragrances before the spring come? Like, I feel like I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this fragrance and I haven't been wearing it this winter. I have this fragrance and I need to hurry up and wear it. And Caltat Night is one of those that I feel like I have not taken out to wear for the winter. Hayati. I know that a lot of people love Hayati, but Hayati was my first perfume sale. I don't sell my perfumes, but that was one that I sold. I just was not vibing with it. But thank you for sharing that because a lot of people do love it. Just I just couldn't love it the way the others did. Heibah, beautiful peony. Okay. I like that. Peony is cute. Heibah by Ard Al Zaafaran. You have a lot of Ard Al Zaafaran suggestions. Well, this is the second one, but tell me more. Beautiful peony. Does it have like Middle Eastern richness, or is it just a nice floral, like uplifting floral? Tell me what you think, Labyrinth. Oh, it has a lot of notes. Okay, let's see. Mandarin, so it's like a bunch of citruses at the top with some ylang-ylang. The middle notes are floral with all the florals, tuberose, rose, jasmine, and neroli. And then, oh, the base notes of my dreams, sort of. Yeah, it has everything: musk, caramel, sandalwood, cashmere wood, tonka, cinnamon, cedar, amber, patchouli, and praline. Bro, that's awesome. And then it says you can get it on Joma Shop for $21 or Fragrance Net for 20. Okay. I mean, woo. Let's see. All right, let's see, because I have to catch up with you guys. Robert grew up on Lime Avenue. Nice. So you've been checking for me on the low? Yeah. Let's say that I have been. Nika says lime is tough to find. That's not masculine. I agree. Labyrinth says it's a little creamy, but it's more fresh. And that's the Heibah or Heibah peony fragrance that we're talking about, Labyrinth. Nika's asking, what's that Caltat scent like here? It's sort of like Ojan by Parfums de Marly. But what was throwing me off a little bit about Caltat, no, let me say that it's a little bit like Ojan, and then it has a little cherry to it, because I think that was the big draw when everybody was getting it. It was like, oh, it has this cherry in it. But the only thing that kind of turned me a little bit, was that I felt like the cinnamon was a little dusty. I know that's kind of weird, but for me, that's just how I felt. So I wasn't giving it play like I should have, but you know. I almost only like winter and fall fragrances. Yeah, I'm kind of there, but I like them all, Robert. Mighty Strong says she wears her fragrances all year round. I love it. But I'm one of those people, like if it's a deeper fragrance, like it will feel too heavy for me, and kind of suffocating sometimes. I'm the guy that will wear 30 sprays of oud in the summertime. Robert, Lord, and Mighty is agreeing. Labyrinth says, I love just pretty sweet scents. Yes, I like those too. No, that was a Turab Al Dhahab. Okay, so nice and fresh. Let me note that. And then Robert says the sweetest scent he has in his collection is Noir Extreme. Okay. No problem. Yeah, so thank you for those suggestions. And you guys, let's see. Labyrinth says she tried to wear her frags all year long, but she lives in Southern California, so she can't choke herself out in 90-degree weather. Girl, I know, right? One time that really told me like certain fragrances were for certain times and kind of like certain formulations, because I was wearing some perfume and it might not even have been like the heaviest perfume, but I was on an elevator. I was on an elevator by myself, and I think it was the summertime. But by the time the doors opened up, somebody got on and was like, "Oh, it's hot!" Like I was in there hot boxing. So, so it was just kind of like, yeah, this was a little too deep, too rich for this time. Like I need something brighter, fresher. So that's where I kind of got that deal about wearing certain things at certain times. And yes, I don't do that. But you guys, we have reached a whole hour. I appreciate you guys for coming on and chatting with me, giving me some suggestions and hearing and talking about my latest Middle Eastern viral fragrances. I look forward to talking to you guys again. Let's check back in tomorrow. What should we talk about tomorrow? Any suggestions? Thank you. Because I would definitely try to get on tomorrow and let's share some fragrant moments. But I'll think of something. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Thank you.